Welcome to the book launch of Fatalities, Accidents, Suicides, and Femicides of Women and Girls. So today marks an important day as we launch the full report of the study on unnatural deaths of women and girls. The study was commissioned by UNFPA and conducted by the University of Kelaniya. It is an innovative study to understand the contributory factors of unnatural deaths from a gender perspective, particularly on female homicides in relation to intimate partner violence. As you know, the issues of violence against women and girls reaches every corner of the world. This is why the launch of this report is very crucial. The evidence is indeed troubling. The evidence must be presented to position the issue nationally, not as a woman's issue, but one which is pervasive and violates the dignity and respect of all human beings, and critical for the realization of the Sustainable Development Goals. We need to work together to end impunity and leave no one behind, to ensure a world where all individuals can exercise their basic human rights and ultimately live in a free and fair world free from violence.
The stated vision of our university is to become a center of excellence in the creation and dissemination of knowledge for sustainable development, value to our society and to our community. And so when Professor Anuruddha Edirisinghe and her colleagues from the Department of Forensic Medicine came to me some years ago when I was the Dean of the Faculty of Medicine with a proposal to enter into an agreement with the UNFPA to conduct a study on fatalities, accidents, suicides, and femicides of women and girls in Sri Lanka, I encouraged them to go ahead and to accept the challenge of working in a controversial and difficult area. The 17 SDGs cover all the major issues that humankind faces today. This report speaks to several of these SDGs. Goal 3, which seeks to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. Goal 5, which seeks to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. Goal 10, which seeks to reduce inequality within and among countries, and to Goal 16, which seeks to promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development with access to justice for all through effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. We hope that these findings will help our country to implement activities that will contribute towards achievement of the SDGs that I mentioned earlier.
Violence against women is a global crisis, and we have to admit that. It usually goes unreported, silenced by stigma, silenced by fear of the perpetrators, and fear, this is what is painful even more, fear of a justice system that might not do justice to women. And I really want to recognize the University of Kelaniya and UNFPA for taking on this very important topic and for bringing these findings to light. We can, together, draft strategies to alleviate the driving and contributory factors that led to these preventable fatalities.
Now, I welcome to the stage Professor Anuruddha Edirisinghe, Carter Chair, Professor of Forensic Medicine, Faculty of Medicine, University of Kelaniya. On behalf of the esteemed researchers, today I have a Herculean task to present 4 years of work in 15 minutes. This book actually originated from the discipline of forensic medicine, and it discusses how these deaths
affect individuals and families in social, cultural, gender, and other ideologies. It also considers the way that these deaths could have been prevented. This book focus on women and girls for two reasons. And if you look at with the study, what came out, incidence rates for Sri Lanka for over the years for homicide, suicide, as well as accidents. And if I take it as a ratio, it's 1 homicide per 6 suicides and 5 accidents. Research is to see what everybody else has seen and to think what nobody else has thought. That's what earlier person said. I am including it, another element here. It has to bring changes for the betterment of the world.
We have been sometimes lone voices crying in the wilderness, but today it gives me great pride because it looks as if our voices have culminated in something very useful and life-changing for women. Of the recommendations, I particularly commend the statement about the need to develop educational curricula to include life coping skills, which is very much lacking in our country, and also sexuality.
The deaths of women, for whatever reason and in whatever circumstance, is not an issue that appears to be of any particular significance either to society as a whole, to the general public, or to the state judicial and legal system. So we do need amendments to both the substantive and the procedural laws, and we also need sensitization to all the actors in the process, starting from the investigation, the police, the lawyers concerned, both prosecution and defense, the judiciary, right down the line. There must be sensitization and awareness raising.
We must carry out sensitizing, but we also must have accountability. This book is giving us enough of evidence from different disciplines and different areas of governance and administration to demand accountability.
Our special thanks goes to the bereaved family members who were supporting us in family interviews, giving all the information necessary. And we felt their need, their expectations to have justice not only for them, but also for all unfortunate women victims from past, present, as well as in future.